Hey yo, divine earthlings of the universe. What is up? What is up? What is up? It is 8:44. Just wanted y'all to see that because I literally just wrote something down and looked at the time. I always like to see what time it is when I start my readings, and it's 8:44 a.m. So I already have some channel energy that I wrote down and some angel numbers it's 3 in particular that I was going to look up, and 844 being one of them. So grand rising. And before I start, I would like to get my disclaimers out. I'm not a psychic, I'm just a messenger. I'm here to provide the purest love and light energy from the Most High Creator, my spiritual team, the Most High Source, my guides, God, Gaia, the universe. So this is in no way, shape, or form to impose my feelings, thoughts, or beliefs into your life. I am one reader. You may resonate with another reader, which is a-okay with me. Find the reader that is best for you. Keep in mind your intuition, your discernment, your free will are all key factors, regardless of a personal message or a collective message. If it don't fit, don't force the Cinderella slipper, and don't eat the food on the plate if you don't like it. Did I say I'm one reader? You may resonate with another reader, so always find with the reader that's best for you. I know I probably said that it's so early, so forgive me if I did. A lot of heavy channel energy that I am receiving, and this is like, I heard Spirit say, this is a non-sugar-coated message, okay? This is like the real tip, the divine tip I'm hearing, the divine source tip, which is you have divine collectives out here pursuing their divine spiritual missions. Along these divine spiritual missions, you are meeting other divine collectives in these spiritual walks, right? However, they also want your mission. So you do hear the destiny swap and you know the unfortunate black magic negative way vibes that people want to do to cultivate what you have or your divine inheritance, or just to cultivate more and more and more for themselves. This energy has been coming through heavy, and I don't listen to readers. Like when I first started, I listened to like a plethora of readers on this journey as I started. But if I were to just find the ones that I've connected to with my ascensions, that would be it. Which is like maybe 2 or 3 that I just really connect to. Very highly in tune individuals with their spiritual gifts and their spiritual path, and the messages are like on point even with my own. So when you encounter so many readers, thank you, Spirit Team. I like how this is coming back. Because I channeled so much energy from 1:15 a.m. up until 3 something this morning. I went to sleep and it was like the energy was still there when I woke up. Like, okay, Spirit, I'm about to get this message out. When you think about spiritual readers on an oversaturation of spirituality, when you go to the store, they have the metaphysical areas even being more evident. Okay, a lot of people openly talk about their spiritual journeys. I just saw 3:55 on the timer. A lot of people are tending to readers for guidance, for reassurance, for clarity, for hope, for love energy, for career energy, just seeking someone to help them understand where their path is going, or why this happened, or is this person my lover, or you know, who did what to you. Like the betrayal energy comes through a lot. So you seek these readers, and some of these, it's an oversaturation of them. So it's like, who do I trust? Who do I not trust? And me, myself personally, I went through that. And now I'm at a place where I no longer get personal readings on myself for 44 on the timer. Yeah, because it's like a divine protection in a lot of cases from just allowing your energy to be read. Okay, 4:55 on the timer. my spiritual team just showing up with those reassurances. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna look up these, because I have energy that I wrote down. So with the oversaturation of spiritual readers, there's going to be, it's not just readers, it's in the spiritual capacity of whether it be podcasts, whether it be webinars, whether it be community events, whether it be a well-known person to spread the knowledge or the wisdom of spirituality. You're going to see a lot of different people. And then you have those who turn away from it because they feel like it's demonic. They feel like it kept them in a loop. They feel like it's false hope vibes being put out, pushing that person's own personal narratives. And it becomes tainted. It becomes a negative thing. A lot of people think it can turn demonic and witchcrafty in that negative way, right? So with that oversaturation, they're in the midst of them are the divine collectives that Spirit has anointed. Some dogs outside. So if I have to tell them to hush, then I'm gonna have to tell them to hush. But you see that even dogs, like that alone is allowing me to know that when we think about nature in dogs, period, they're protectors. They're loyal protectors. And these dogs are literally right outside my window. They're my niece's dogs. And since they've been here, it's kind of like they're my protectors that Spirit set right outside this door, 655. Or not outside the door, but right outside my area here in the home. And it's just crazy because I thought about that one day. Spirit will amp up your protection shield, 711 on a timer. Spirit will amp up your protection shield from demonic entities seen and unseen, forces seen and forces unseen. So along your walk, you have been divinely protected from these demonic entities, dark energies, evil eye vibe, people in your corner, are just evil things that you don't even know is coming at you. So I'm speaking on this. I'm not sugarcoating the evilness at all, because we all feel it. It is felt. I have met people randomly talk about the energy of the world and how heavy or shifty it feels, like something's shifting. Literally just had a conversation last night with my niece about it. And it was after I was getting all this channel energy. I'm like, I'm getting so much channel energy. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's just like boom, 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 download, download, download about the false spiritual people. And it's unfortunate because with the oversaturation of readers, you don't know who is telling what, blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of like you open up the gateway for people to cross into your portal, okay? Once you allow that, especially if it's someone that's close to you and you allow them to cross into your portal because you have a sense of trust and unity, and it's a bond that you really feel is a pureness to it or to this person. You really put your guard down with this person. You love this person. You support this person. You are there for this person. And in the end of it and in the midst of it, you may not end up knowing this person anymore. Things could happen along the way. So there are particular divine missions that divine collectives are on. And on the way, you're going to encounter those divine, they don't want me to get this out, throat chakra activation, acting up. The ones that so-called divine collectives also want your mission. So they will do anything to keep you near and dear, to pour into those seeds that they have planted for their own missions. 9:44 on a timer. I'm just happy to see all of the spirit numbers. So if you guys want to look up any of those numbers that I mentioned, I always encourage it because I doubt that I'm going to look up all of those. but they're highly significant for the message. And it is an 811 portal. It is August 11th of 2024. So it's really 8118 today, which is a portal. 1010 on the timer. Thank you, Spirit team. Spirit is coming through to acknowledge this and expose it, because it's getting out of hand, it's getting out of control, and because they want control. Oh shit. Spirit said it's getting out of hand, it's getting out of control, because these divine collectives want divine control and they're not walking in their divinity. So you have a lot of people out here that are pursuing not just the readers, it's a collectiveness of the spiritual mission in an array, like I mentioned, podcasts, webinars, big influencers, community things that lead communities. So you're leading the communities. 1101 on the timer. These people are out here leading the community, but it's think about when you go to readings. 1111 on timer. Think about when you go to get a reading. This person is leading your energy in a way. Not that you are allowing them to overtake your whole mindset or what you should do, but you start to trust these people. I literally have fell into that bucket, and when I took myself out that bucket, I was like, damn, okay, Spirit, I really looked to this person, or I really believed 1144 on the timer, I really believed that this was it. Whatever they told me, I believed it. I felt it. I was like, okay, things would happen, but then a lot didn't happen. It was my own mental beliefs that entrapped. It was like a mental entrapping, and putting my actual putting my actual mission, I would say that. I'm trying to think how I'm going to say it. Putting my actual mission in alignment with their words, right? Which is, again, kind of giving them direction, giving them that dictatorship over my mission in a way, with unconsciously not even knowing that I was doing that, right? So when you are really invested in a particular reader or a particular cause that someone is doing for spirituality, you don't think of that until ... you have this huge ass awakening that exposes everything, or until Spirit starts to send you these downloaded information, 1311 on the timer, of something to pay attention to. Your discernment. You have to pay attention to your own discernment. It's not to discern other people, but it's to discern your discernment. If you have a sign that's keep coming at you, you're like, okay. Well, nah, that can't be that person. Nah, that can't be real. Nah, you don't want to believe something that is a negative viewpoint on someone that you trust spiritually. So when I mention this is spiritual versus physical war out here, you gotta understand there is a spiritual and a physical aspect. Some spiritualists are viewed on this physical aspects, and their mentality, are they healed enough to really assist the greater good of humanity? I'm hearing platforms. You have platforms that, oh my gosh, okay, yeah, spiritual birth. You have platforms that are assisting humanity. It's a wave. If you don't have a platform that's here to assist humanity on the spiritual walk, it's kind of like, and I'm hearing like a well-known platform. If you're not well-known on this spiritual walk, this platform, then you might not get to be seen or heard or known, recognized. I'm hearing to conform. You have platforms that are here to conform, and they are being seen, heard, known, and recognized. I'm hearing worldwide status. And I'm hearing that's why the gift of discernment is key. And see, my gift of discernment became key with particular readers in my personal space. Now, my journey started out a little rocky. I'm pretty sure there are people out there who started their spiritual journey and did not know what was happening. Like, literally, like, okay, Spirit, I'm getting all these, what's happening? Like, I'm having dreams, or I'm having visions. I'm having, I'm going to call them deja vu moments. Those deja vu moments, I've been here before. Something that's not right. Or you could be talking to someone and you just know what they're going to say next, and they say that next. It's just like, what is happening? Or you have visions of when you were younger and you knew and you saw things about your adulthood, and it's happening in your adulthood. So Spirit, those of us who Spirit connected with at an early childhood age, if we even think back, because I know for a fact, people will be like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I will always say, an artist. I want to do art. That's what I do. Now, I have not, and I'm not going to lie, I have been sleeping on myself with my art in certain ways, and I can admit that. Because it was a shift. The last 2 years have been a shift of my spiritual growth and ascension. But I'm also understanding that my next phase of art is not for everybody that was in a walk with me prior to that. Prior to this day, there are people that weren't supposed to be a part of my energy when I pursue art or create art again. However, also, I had to go through a lot of personal shifts. So when I create again, I had to just experience that for my next creations. So sometimes there is setbacks that occur on a spiritual mission due to the betrayals, due to the exposing of fake people around you. And this fake-ish is so annoying with the energy of the world, because everybody wants to be seen, heard, known, and recognized. And it becomes unfortunate when you have people that you thought you were seen, heard, known, and recognized by. You had people that you really felt seen, heard, known, and recognized by, that really crossed you or betrayed you. And it could have been on your spiritual journey, where you had a spiritual mission and this person was a part of it. So the fact that you have people that have been a part of your spiritual mission or your spiritual growth, or just have seen you on the outside and rooting you on, cheering you on, comes to find out that's not what it is. They actually just want your mission. They want a piece of knowing you so that they could be known worldwide. So a piece of knowing you gives them the energy and the stigma. I'm hearing stigma. I'm hearing stagma, whatever that one word is, to be known worldwide. But what is stigma? Okay, I need to be looking up some words too. My things that I already put. Let's go with those first. So it was 844. Okay, I already have it up when I showed you guys. So 844 is a sign to follow your intuition and have faith in the divine plan. Spiritually, the number 844 is a reminder to listen to your inner voice and let it guide you in the decision-making process. The angels are reassuring you that you're on the right path, so focus on your spiritual growth and inner wisdom. Yeah, that's pretty much the energy here that I'm receiving, because you had to focus on your spiritual growth and inner wisdom. Because I was mentioning, once I started to understand myself and healing myself, which also healing my generational curses in my bloodline, spiritual birth, no matter how hard it gets, it's a lot of things that are being said that probably people don't want me to say. Excuse me. Are certain family that want me to speak and say whatever they want me to say. No, You know, it's like you be in sleep. You were asleep for so long till now you wake up, and you're waking up your inner voice. And your inner voice in tunes wakes up your outer voice to express your inner self, right? Your wisdom. 844 is about you have the wise knowledge of what is happening around you. Okay. It's a message of stability and abundance in both material and spiritual aspects of life. See, you have stability and abundance in the material and the spiritual aspects of life. This is what I mean. You have a lot of people who know they're on a divine mission, and it comes with material wealth. And that wealth is being accepted by the known spiritualist. People want to be accepted by the known spiritualists. But what about the spiritualists that are unknown, that get overlooked, and that aren't recognized? Divine collectives, a lot of you out there may not have a platform. I did hear platform earlier. A lot of you do not have a platform. So you are seeking a spiritual platform to assist you 2121 on a timer with your spiritual growth. And your inner knowing that I know that I'm a chosen divine collective, or I know I have starseed capabilities. I know that I'm a light worker. I'm here to heal or read for people. I know that I'm a healer. I do Reiki. I do seminars. I don't have a platform though. Do I need a platform to be seen, heard, known, and recognized? Do I need that platform? Because how, if I don't have it, I'm not connecting to the universal healing for humanity, correct? 22 on the timer. So it makes you question, what is the platform that could be taken away in a blink of an eye if technology were to crash the fuck down? 2211 on the timer I saw, which is 222. Again, y'all can always look up these angel numbers because I'm seeing a lot of them. I'm trying not to say them so much, but 2222 on the timer, spirit team is here speaking. Because at this point, spirit is like, they want to control and it's getting out of control. I did hear that. Oh man, going back to my jokes. Okay, spirit telling me to get the joke card, because that was a card in this joke deck. It was like, knock knock, who's there, control freak. And then it was like, okay, now say control freak who, or something like that. These people wanted control, and it was a joke. They a joke out here trying to get this control. And it's an 811 portal, so let's see what 811 is, because I did write that down. And see, these people wanted stability and abundance in the material and the spirit, in the spiritual matter of aspects of life. And a lot of people are gaining that control. I'm hearing Janet, control. But see, you took your control back, because if you were affiliated or associated or assisted in any of these people's endeavors, or I'm hearing community endeavors or personal endeavors, okay, they thought they had a sense of control over you because they know you're a gift. And again, having that close knit bond, or that close affection that you pour in, your water, you were planting seeds in their garden, okay? You planted numerous seeds in these people's garden, and you might see it flourish. And that's the thing too. That's a stingy thing. You may see it flourish. But see, that right there alone, even though if you're not a part of that in flourishing, the flourishing of that garden, of that seed, and you see things are being well planted and ripening, whatever, right? The harvest is here. Even though you're not a part of that, all right, 2424. Oh, we in the year of 24 too. I just saw 2424 on the timer. Whew, this message. Okay, and that's all right, because this is the year of exposing, and it's 9:09 a.m. Okay, this is definitely a year of exposing. I'm hearing exposing the masses, those with massive platforms possibly, because if you have a platform, things are going to get exposed about you. as an individual running this platform, or about your business possibly. Things start to expose when your business expands. It comes with some exposing of some things, whether it be good or whether it be not so good. Things start to get exposed. The realness of people start to get exposed. And the person running that podcast, webinar, whoever's and whatever's it is, start to get exposed. Now, exposure might not be the, oh, well, did you hear that? Da, 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 da. It might not really be like that catty exposure. It's more like a subtle exposure, like a low key exposure. My eye got caught to this Starseed Oracle. Okay. Ooh, this message, Lord. This exposure is happening. Whether you're a starseed or not, that's what I'm receiving. There are exposures happening whether to determine whether someone is a starseed or not. Okay. So 811 portal, since it is 811, it says this is a powerful message from your guardian angel. It signifies a need for self-confidence, autonomy. I cannot pronounce that word, my apologies. Truth and integrity in your life. When you see this number, pay attention to how you feel, as your intuition will guide you in utilizing the energies within this number. So this is a portal, and it's 9/11. Look, it's 9:11 a.m. and I'm looking up 8:11. Sorry guys. 9/11. I'm looking up 8:11. So this was like a wake-up call, like an emergency wake-up call message today, this portal day. We just had the 888 portal. See, people wanted to cross over into a portal with you. You signified a lot. So going back to how you pour and you see the fruits of labors flourishing and you're possibly not around, it's also like, wow, I know that I'm a truth speaker, or I know that whatever I poured into this person is coming to light. So that's kind of like for you divine collectives, and this resonates, of course, because I always say, if it ain't resonating, don't force the message. But for you out there who are seeing things flourish for other people that you poured into, that right there should just show you how powerful your spiritual gifts are, or your insight is, your intellect is, or how powerful your energy is. You know, we do have energy vampires, energy ciphers. So unfortunately, people who are divine collectives on their own spiritual mission, they see something in you that they actually want. And then you do have these impersonators who are not divine collectives. And I hate to say it like that, because a lot of people have a pure, like they start out with that pure intention to walk the divine walk and heal the divine collectives who need healing, or just healing period, right? Like I said, you could be a healer who does Reiki. The touch of your hand is healing nations. Okay, your words alone rise up someone's vibrations. Say someone has been on a low depression for years on end. Your energy alone, they meet you for one time and it cures them. It props them up again. It sparks something in them to live again. You have this creativity of birthing life into people. And maybe some of you, I just heard my little nephew crying. He's a little baby. And that, I don't know if y'all heard that, but it was on cue. You are birthing life. When a baby is born into this world, they cry. So you are a divine vessel out here birthing life and creating life, even into the people with dark intentions. And see, since you see the purity of people first, you don't really see that dark side until sometimes it's too late. And you realize, like, damn, my energy was ciphered. Or damn, this person tried to destiny swap with me. Or damn, this person just kept me around for their personal wins and gains and accolades. Like, what? So it's like, wait, I poured into that. And then it's like, well, I'm happy that that's happening for them. You know, it's a sting, but it's like a reassuring you. Again, I did saw 911 for this 888 portal. If this is resonating, because I'm pretty sure it's some divine collectors out there that this resonates with, that you've been betrayed by those closest to you on your spiritual walk that were possibly connected to your spiritual mission. And that's the truth. And not sugarcoating that, because you got people who play on the same team, but they playing against each other. I'm thinking about like a baseball team. They on the same team, but they really outcast this one particular person. There's really not no unity on this team. And you begin to find that out. And then it was 1:15 a.m. Oh man, I just canceled that out. Hold on. It was 1:15 a.m. when all this channel energy started to come to me. So I do want to look up that. Ooh. So angel number 115. Hold on. It's a message to keep an open mind and maintain a positive outlook on life. It can also signify that you're about to undergo a major life change. See, so divine collectors out there, you guys are about to go through a major life change. And this did change your life in a major way, especially those that were on their spiritual journey. And then when this stuff got exposed or came out, and you encountered people that weren't, what's up? Okay, Spirit, okay, so I wrote this on 8/7 and 8/8, okay? I mean, I'm gonna try to get, you know what, Spirit, let me get my cards out, because I know I could get into a talking mode, okay? And I want to get all these messages out. So it's already at a 30-minute mark. Those of you who watched so far, thank you so much. It might, hold on, my phone moving and shit. Excuse me. It might go close to 50 minutes. I don't know. So thank you guys for watching so far. Thank you guys who have subscribed so far to the channel too. I appreciate you. I know I'm not for everybody. I'm not looking to be for everybody, but whoever the message resonates for, that's what I'm here for. I just appreciate each and every one of you. And I do not have comments on my posts. You can always email me though, any information or just to connect. I'm here for it. And for those of you who also like the vibe, if it's your first time, hello, divine earthling of the universe. You can definitely subscribe, and each and every one of you can like the video if it resonates, so I can know 33 on the timer if it resonates for you. And subscribe if you're not, if you like it. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at this. As I'm about to, something told me. I knew it. So I saw this and I thought it was a card that I already had in a reading, and I just cut the deck to shuffle, okay? And Spirit, when I looked at it, it wasn't the card I thought it was. But when I looked in this hand, this is the card I thought it was. But this card is a card that came out in a reading, and this card is too in my previous reading. So this goes to the it's a reading called, they focus on like mainstream vibes to have a sit at their table. This makes sense. Certain spiritualists are focusing on mainstream vibes to have a sit at their table. And when you focus on the mainstream vibes, what about those people who don't have those platforms, right? And these people without the platforms are the actual real people who, if they had a platform, it's game over for everybody else. Or if their platform not big enough right now for these people who stereotype or so focused on platforms, if you're overlooking someone without those numbers that they're seeking, once this person numbers go up, it's game over for those people who are just solely focused on. I still had this card out from my last reading, and it's still out. The followers. That's crazy. I said, okay, I need to put this card away because it's still out. I still didn't put it away. I was about to put away this reading. The follower card is still out. Spiritual birth. People, excuse me, are focused on followers. You know when people say, don't be a follower? You know that saying? People always tell you, don't be a follower, lead your own way. Like, especially in high school, you might have people who start having peer pressure, so they become a follower. They don't even know their own viewpoints anymore. Everything this person said is what goes. I'm going to follow this person's lead. And then that's why they say, well, if this person jumped off a bridge, would you jump with them then? If you're going to follow them everywhere? I'm here to follow the leader. Oh, shit. People out here that are leaders, they want people to follow them as their leader. Damn. You got people out here wanting to lead, but they're followers. Damn. You got people out here that are in a position to lead humanity globally. They already are in this position. These are people that you personally know on a spiritual mission, and then it could go into a whole array of other aspects in the material world, right? But the spiritual thing, see, it's easy to get people to follow you for their spirituality because they're looking for a leader. So going back to this taintedness of the spiritual community, people are looking for a leader that they can follow. And see, that's why your discernment is key, because sometimes that leader is a follower themselves. They're not even following their own healing process. They're not even healing their own family bloodline. You got people out here not healing their own family bloodline, but they want people to follow them for healing. Did you hear that? You got people out here healing communities who want people to heal themselves, that are leaders for that. But these leaders that are healing communities so people can heal themselves are not healing themselves or their bloodline properly. But they out here 3737, 1111. 3737 is 1111. And see, their wishes are being fulfilled as they are leading people to heal. So it comes with wish fulfillment for them, because they're not focused on the actual deeper healing for themselves. They're more focused on the material healing. I'm hearing material aspects of things. We did see that one card. Was it another? Okay, so back to these cards. It's so much energy, y'all. I apologize. So as I cut the deck, it said, why do nurses always carry a red pen? In case they need to draw blood. This card to me is like energy vampire vibes. You got people out here draw. Oh my, y'all saw me take these cards out and cut the deck. I cannot make this shit up. You got people out here energy ciphering by leading people. But see, they're really energy ciphering off of these people that they're leading, because they themselves are not a leader. They're a follower to obtain their personal wins, their personal gains. And for those of you out there who think, okay, this message, you said this before, or this is da 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 da, because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like my readings, and that's fine. Or maybe y'all think that I'm not the reader, and I always say I might not be the reader for you. Hey, and if I ain't, I just ain't. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to just get this channel energy in this moment in time. If it resonates, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If you won't like it, you won't. But I'm just being me, and I'm freely. Y'all see me. Look, y'all can watch all my videos if you want. I start out with a message. Sometimes I channel my notebook. I talk for a minute. I get the cards. Boom, bam, boom, boom. Cannot make this shit up if I wanted to. And I would not make this shit up if I wanted to. Because I'm not here to do that. I did hear ship. I'm hearing a ship is selling. Ooh, shit. Ooh. I don't know if I want to. This is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a ship is selling. It's like Titanic vibes, sinking. A ship is selling now, but it has Titanic vibes to sink. A lot of people's ships are selling. A lot of people platforms are selling, but it's like an iceberg right ahead vibe. If they do not own up that they are a follower. Spirit is like, things could take off great. But if your heart and your spirit is not in tune with the actual divine mission and purpose, if your mission statement is about clout, because you know that these spiritual people out here need you to be a guide or whatever, your ship can sail, but it can also sink like the Titanic. Y'all can look up Titanic in that ship, and when it was built, and they said, oh, this is the strongest ship, that iceberg hit that thing and boom, collapsed. 4111 on the timer. A lot of people who are energy ciphering need to be mindful that their ship is either selling or is about to collapse and hit that iceberg right ahead because they so focused on followers. So that's the negative aspect about that following card. But see, you, hold on, forgot, maybe ask me if I'm listening. But see, you had to take a pause and realize when somebody was trying to draw your blood. And it could have been blood, your own bloodline trying to draw your blood to get your energy, to get a piece of you. I did hear a lot of people want a piece of you for their worldwide success or worldwide, whatever. A little piece of you grants them worldwide recognition. That's what it was. Just a little piece of you. That's how powerful you are. And so remember I said the control freak? Look what card showed up. The knock knock. Who's there? Control freak. These people control freaks. They wanted to control you by possibly drawing your blood, being in your energy, talking on the phone. Hey, what's new? Or getting you on board. Blah, 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 blah. You probably were asleep to that control that they had. And you woke the fuck up. And you didn't go back the fuck to sleep. Excuse my language. It is getting real. I saw 4244 on the timer. So it's like, then you said, okay, you say control freak who? So you making these people realize, oh, you a control freak? Okay, well, who's the actual control freak? These people want to control how the spiritual mission is played out. I'm hearing people want to control how the spiritual mission is played out and delegated out. They want to control what's in place, how the natural control of the process is not to delegate it that way. Because the divine purpose is divine purpose. And when you just walk it, it's going to naturally form and cultivate. If you have to put your control stamp on that, and I understand in some areas you do, but if you literally are putting a control stamp on it to redirect it because that's what your personal vibe is or something, it can really derail the mission. The divine mission work is very, very particular in certain ways, how you handle it. Because when you cross a divine chosen one as well, again, it could be years later, your ship is sailing, but years later it could sink, boo-boo. Just because that platform is risen and this divine collective over here don't have that platform that people think 4411 on the timer should be. Just because they platform ain't take off don't mean it's not gonna sail to glory, to everlasting abundance and recognition. And it's not that you're even, when it's not sought after, put it that way. When it's not sought after, it's actually lasting forever, or because it's in tune with the mission. Now look at this. So that's the control freak card. I'm like, damn. Okay, this card is the card I thought I saw, which is, did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut? He just needed a little space. You backed away. I'm hearing you backed away from these people and got your space. You got your space from these control freak people who wanted to draw your blood, or possibly unalive you. Not gonna lie. And see, on 8/7, it was 4:11 p.m. and I heard Spirit chose you, and you only, which I underlined, you only, for particular Akashic records, knowledge, downloads, assignments, spiritual gifts, because you're wise and you're intelligent. So your wisdom and intellect is carrying nations on in. 45 on the timer, where people see you and they want to pursue you and they want to pursue your mission in the midst of that. So my little nephew is literally yelling, but if y'all hear that, I apologize. Yeah, these people get mad. These people get mad because they're getting exposed and found out. See, I'm hearing they're going to crash and burn. People about to crash and burn because you the one, it says at 4:22 p.m. I heard making non-believers believers. These people are making people believe in them, and they could possibly not be. Follow my lead. I can guide you here. So you start to believe in them, especially what they're saying. Spiritual manipulation is real in these spiritual streets. It's not just these physical streets. That physical and spiritual war, it's a war between spiritual people too. Not just spiritual versus physical, but it's also spiritual versus spiritual. That's the truth of it. People try to throw one over your eye. Oops. Okay, these two cards. Okay, let me see. Uh-oh. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh. Did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers? He'll stop at nothing to avoid them. See, these people don't want to be looked at as negative people, so they're going to try to avoid that at all costs by putting on a show for what they platform look like or something, or what society views them as. What did the buffalo say when his son left for college? Bye, son. You had to say bye to some people. And if it was a son you had to say bye to, I apologize. But I'm also getting, and I apologize, I hate that happened, but it's some family people that you did have to say bye to, is what I'm getting. When people go to college, their life changes. And see, a part of you graduated, I'm hearing. Once you graduated, you had to say bye to some people. Once you ascended, you had to say bye to these negative people. That's why you needed this space. Why did the yogurt go to the art exhibit? Because it was cultured. I need to really understand that joke. But basically, you're being seen. Your culture, you're here for the culture. And that's crazy because at the bottom of here on the 888 portal, I wrote, can't be in us versus them culture. I literally wrote that. See, it can't be a us versus them culture. And see, these spiritualists that won't following, possibly, they are doing particular mission work that's kind of like a you versus me mentality, or us versus them mentality. And it's still dividing the world. And that's where the issue is. Because this is supposed to be a universal thing. And so they're leading people how they want to lead people on a spiritual mission. Now, not to say that culture don't need to be seen or recognized. I'm just going to do that. What else did I write? Okay, downloads you previously received about a person or people will all start to make sense and or are beginning to happen now. Oh my God. Like I said, it was 5:15. I wrote that. I started getting so many heavy downloads last night. I kid you not. That makes sense. I wrote this on August 7th. Today is August 11th. Oh, I said downloads. Your downloads may start to freak you out. See, I said you, but it's your downloads may start to freak you out. When this happens, you're gonna start getting downloads about people, and it might freak you out because you a starseed. I'm gonna get a card from each of these. Again, we're over 50 minutes, so those of you who are still here, thank you so much. There's a lot of different energy here. You needed your space, and getting your space is, see, you are getting your following. This card, Spirit, I'm like, I still did not put this away. It's crazy. There are people that will follow your lead even when you are unsure of your direction. See, these people are following your lead even though you're unsure. Like with this card before, they have something about your aura, your essence that's pure, that even though you might be unsure now, they still are looking to you for guidance, and you're upfront about guiding people. Now, the other side of this that I got, people are following your lead even when you're unsure of the direction. You have people who want people to follow their lead because they feel and believe that they're sure about the direction of how the spiritual walk should be. You possibly have people out here that want to control how you pursue your spiritual mission. But see, if you're anything like me, I go and consult with my spiritual team first. I'm not consulting with someone who thinks or feels that they want to be a control freak about my mission. I can't operate like that because I'm not being truthful with me. So when you're truthful with you, sometimes it's going to come with walking away, getting your space, and leaving you to be like, well, what's next? If I'm on a spiritual journey, don't I need the platform? Don't I need the following? Don't I need the recognition to be known, seen, heard, and recognized worldwide, globally? I need that for the spiritual mission, right? Wrong. That's the wrongest mentality you could ever have about the spiritual journey. Wrong. Because you could just be healing your family, and that's your spiritual mission. You could just be creating art, and that's your spiritual mission. You could just be a singer and put out the most healing song, and that's your spiritual mission. To be known globally, some of the missions come with that. It does. You know, it's a humbleness that you have to also hold within. I'm hearing something about poise and character. It's about poise and character and the elegance of your essence. Anybody can have the platform, but what about your character, your poise, and your essence? That's the difference. 5311 on this timer. Okay. I'm gonna get a starseed message. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. You are ordering everybody else garden. Now you came back to nourish yourself. So the seeds that you planted in your own garden, you're going to start seeing how they're flourishing. You saw seeds planted in other people's gardens that you planted, that you helped cultivate, that you poured into, or that you supported, whatever this was. And it could have been energy ciphering that took place when that was happening, to where it's really abundant for these other people. And you might feel a little, left out in the cold. That's real too. And I'm not gonna lie, my mission and my story and my spiritual walk has not been peachy dory, because I've gone through these things myself. So when the cards come out, I'm just like, damn, I know a lot of other divine collectives out there going through this shit. So it's like you have to nourish yourself and know that your seeds are planting, that you're planting are flourishing, and your harvest is here. Because if you can see the harvest that you pour into other people, you gotta know when you pour that into your harvest. That's why Spirit said these people ain't seen nothing yet. 44 on the timer. If people really didn't think you had a following or a platform, they ain't seen nothing yet. Because I heard earlier, just because your platform, if you are out there starting, might not have the stigma, the stagma, whatever that word I was looking for earlier, that it needs in this moment in time and space, 5505, that's about to all change, triple change. And you're going to shock people out here. If anything, you shocking these control freaks out here that wanted to probably control how you were viewed or control your mission or throw the negative energy, evil eye vibes your way, because they couldn't control you. Once these people could not control you and you got your space, they realize you start focusing on your own cultivations and pour it into yourself. This is one person on this card. There's not people around them. This is like that space energy. You graduated. You had to say bye to some things that were negative in your life. Point blank and period. And it's about baby steps. So action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. You have followed your intuition before it made sense. And you have karmic relationships here. It's a lot of karmic relationships that you had to remove and cleanse from. In karmic spiritual missions and karmic spiritual connections. Unfortunately, that's a thing. You have karmic spiritual connections. You have connections that are spiritual, but they turn karmic. In whatever capacity that may be. Maybe this person still got some karmic healing to do, and it starts to taint your spiritual bond. Could be a number of things. So, Oran, energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. Yeah, it could have created some conflict with certain people that you had spiritual bond with. Look at this one, the great severing. Yeah, you had to sever some ties. It was a great loss, possibly. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. See, you had to, conflict is on both of these cards. It was some conflict that took place. And it could be conflict going on in these spiritual people, spiritual birth that are leading. I'm hearing the ones that are leading the pack are possibly going to start receiving some conflict. And things are about to start severing. Something about severing ties. See, I'm hearing that they severed ties with the wrong person as well. And see, it's all great peachy dory on the outside, but it's not peachy dory in the inside. Okay, Spirit, thank you. All right. The weight of the world. Look at this. That stuff was weighing you down. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. See, if you were a part of a mission with someone on your walk, you started to carry a lot of people's weight, and you had to put your boundaries up. It is not yours to carry. Spirit's like, you've been carrying the weight of people's plants. Okay, hold on. You were carrying the weight of people's plantings in your own garden. That's why you had to nourish your own garden. It was weighing you down. You put boundaries up. You let it go. It was not yours to carry. So anybody who had a mission, it wasn't yours to carry. And that's okay. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. You've been activated. This created your activation. You removed yourself and activated your... Okay. Sorry, guys. You activated your own transmission. I'm hearing like a, what is it? She just said, I'm leaving. You left. You activated your own stick shift. I'm hearing like a stick shift card. And people can't operate stick shifts. Now, anybody can operate an automatic transmission. That's easy. But learning how to drive a stick shift, you can't. It's not easy. So you left these people without no transmission because they didn't know how to drive no stick shift. You were the one driving them around. You were the one who could help guide them how to drive a stick shift. And without you, they stuck. So that's what I'm receiving. These people stuck now on this spiritual walk that they've created because they wanted to control things and be leading people, but not leading themselves to healing, or leading their own bloodline, or leading their own whatever endeavor that was that they needed to heal within. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Use your discernment, divine collectives out there. Peace, love, light. Namaste.